here with Kellie DeFries, and Kellie is going to show us some really great new idea for attaching crystals to a surface.
Right. I have today with me two-part epoxy. You have part A and part B, and it's going to help you create lovely final pieces that I actually purchased from a boutique, but we're going to show you how you can incorporate the two-part epoxy clay into your own jewelry.
And now you can do it at home.
That's right. You sure can.
So how do you get started?
So first we're going to cut just equal parts of A and B. It doesn't have to be weighed out. It doesn't have to be perfect. Tear those off. And then the second part here.
And it comes in lots of different metallic colors.
It does. It's, I believe it's in the silver and the gold and the silk are metallic. There's a red, a white, a black. There's, I think,
so
8
you can
colors.
choose the color that works
Correct.
best for your project.
Sure can. So we're going to unwrap the clay, part A and part B, and then you're just going to knead it together for 3 to 4 minutes, just like you would baking dough or breads. Or you want to mix it up till there's little to no marbling left of the two parts. So you can roll it, or you can smash it, or
and you wear gloves just to keep
Correct.
the color from your hands.
And it can be very sticky and get into your fingerprints, and it's just safer to always wear gloves with this part. So, and I already have some that's ready to go. So
and
here we have.
How do you tell when it's totally mixed?
Because of the marbling, and on many of the other colors, you'll have a gray hardener and the colorant, and you'll see the gray lines through it. So once that's all smooth, then you're done. That's
okay.
all you need. So we're going to work on this bracelet bezel first, and I just am going to cut off a few and make a few little ball shapes.
So you could use any type of bezel to put this in, and
You
it sticks
can.
to anything, right?
Correct. It sticks to anything, and anything will stick to it. So we're going to start by just placing a few of these little tiny shapes. It doesn't take very much. And once you place them into your bezel, you can then remove the gloves. It gets much easier. So I'll get these off.
So then when you're working with it, you don't have to wear gloves because you're,
Correct.
as you're pressing it in.
Correct. It's not going to stick to you anymore. You can just press it in as flat as you want it or as round. It's up to you, the depth that you choose.
Okay. And can you use flat backs with this, or you always use the pointed back?
You can use flat backs. You have more surface dimension with the chaton, the pointed backs, but you can also put in watch parts. You can put in seed beads. You can put anything into this material. It's going to harden with just
Hold it
air
right in
dry.
place.
Correct, yeah.
How long does it take to dry?
About 2 hours. You have about 90 minutes working time, and after 2 hours, it's pretty much firm. And then you need to let it cure 24 to 72 hours.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to begin with a tool that I've developed. It's called the Crystal Katana. So it's jeweler's wax on the black end and then a press on the other. So we're going to gently touch a crystal, bring it to the clay, gently push it into the clay, with the other end, press it into the clay. And that is it. You are crystallizing with two-part epoxy clay.
Just like that.
Super simple. It takes a very light touch to grab a stone, bring it to your clay, and then press with the other end so that you're not pressing hard with your wax end.
Okay.
Super simple.
And do you want to just make sure that the edges are covered?
Correct. You want to press your embellishments all the way down to where they're not hanging off, or like I wouldn't try to put this giant piece into a small blob because there's just not enough clay to hold on to it. It is possible that I could make this guy fit. So press that in, just like that. So that would be a really good setting for a chessboard.
Yeah, it looks really pretty.
Yeah.
And you can do this on all kinds of surfaces. You have a couple of other bezels here too.
You can.
Like
you can. These pendant findings and the locket. I've even had someone do the inside of the locket to have a nice surprise inside, other than a photo. So it's always fun to do that. And then this is a part of an interchangeable bracelet that we can show as well.
Okay.
To put on there. It doesn't take too much. You can still move the clay around for probably 30 or 40 minutes. But once you place it, you should begin working on it and not let it sit.
Okay. Great. Now, on this type of bracelet, you have your bezels all crystallize.
Right.
And then you can slide some color into the back.
You can. Let's try with this green, some suede slits, and they...
Oh, here, I'll let you do it.
Okay.
So then let's talk a little bit too about these other pieces. You have your red bracelet here. So there's a
Right.
blank, you could use a bezel cuff, fill it with the clay, and then crystallize.
Right, and so you could do as little or as much crystallizing as you want, or because I only put a few pieces there, but you could really embellish that whole clay area, and then the color would only be a small accent of the piece.
And also on this pendant here, you don't even need a bezel. You can build your own.
Correct, it was put directly on, I think it's a piece of quartz, or
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Well, it looks great. And all these samples give you some really great ideas for how you can crystal
Right.
everything at home.
Anything, and then this can be interchangeable with the different colors of suede. So this makes a really nice accent piece, and then change it to match your outfit.